So how wise is it?
To basically, how wise is it, parasocial relationships?
Parasocial relationships. Now, you had to explain what that meant to me because I didn't know what a parasocial relationship is.
Yeah, it's like the idea is almost like a parallel social relationship. So instead of someone you are like connected to and there's like a reciprocal relationship, it comes up often with podcasts where someone will like listen every week to us or some other podcast and feel like they're bonding with us, feel like a relationship is developing there, when really it's just parallel. Like they're parallel to our life instead of like connected by engaging with us.
So how wise is it to engage in?
Yeah, maybe to like allow yourself to, because really the main places this comes up is like media. It's like social media, podcasts, TV shows, sometimes like reality shows. You can feel like the Real Housewives are like in your life. Or I heard someone say it about Gilmore Girls. They're like, I feel like I live in Stars Hollow kind of thing. And it's like, how wise is it to let yourself?
Yeah. I mean, I think there's some wisdom in maybe media matters. I feel like it's less concerning to me if you're doing it with maybe a podcast and you put it on and you get that sense of being with people you like or people you're friends with or
like-minded.
Yeah, like-minded, or just, I think that's different than maybe viewing a TV show and relating to that too much.
Right.
That seems
to
a little
like
bit more
fictional characters.
Yeah, that seems a little more I can't think of the right word. It just seems more concerning to me.
Yeah.
If you over-identify or
reality testing.
Or like, yeah, I'm in a,
Yeah.
But I listen to podcasts and I'm like, this is, totally hanging out with these people.
Totally. And it really does feel like that. There's like a funny meme where like a little boy is like sitting cross-legged with a bowl of cereal next to like a billboard with other people eating cereal. Okay. And they're like, this is what it's like to listen to a podcast.
Yeah. Definitely.
And I'm like, that is truly how I feel with all my podcasts. Like we're cracking jokes together, or like even my clinical podcast. It's like, we're just talking therapy, the four of us, or whatever. Yeah. And it's like, I'm not in the room, but that doesn't feel unhealthy to me. It does give me a sense of like connection in a weird way.
I think it's connection. Yeah. I don't think it's weird. I think we want connection, and sometimes it's not the people that are in our lives.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe aren't always accessible like a podcast could be. So if we're feeling lonely, or if we're feeling like we want that connection, or even just to laugh or get a reprieve from something, I think it's, I don't know. I find it useful. Yeah. I will throw on old episodes of How Did This Get Made?
Yeah.
Because I love just hearing the banter.
Yeah. It does feel like you're there and it's fun. Yeah. Comedy podcasts do great for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say, like, maybe there have been times in my life where like a parasocial relationship where I'll be like, I'm enjoying this so much. It's like, ooh, am I avoiding going out with friends or something?
Well, yeah, sure. There's that.
That's probably worth sometimes me wondering. Like, I think the wisdom lies in like, can you try not to use this as a replacement for live connection?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's part of why I started a podcast, like get in there, do the real thing. And I love that. But yeah, sometimes, or like I definitely, even when I was younger, I think there were times where like TV took the place of like going out and dating if I didn't really want to be vulnerable, or even just socializing. Like it's easier to like be in Stars Hollow than like push myself.
Sure.
At times, but never have I ever really like isolated in a serious way. So
yeah,
for me, it's really mostly by and large been wise.
I think it's connecting. I think it can be wise.
Yeah, totally. What do you think, Joshy?
I think it can be wise. Yeah, I think like anything, it's like maybe not wise to become addicted to it to the point that it's like impinging on all your other needs, but
yeah,
I could be like, how wise is it for me to like have all my social needs filled by my wife?
Yeah,
and then I'm not going out.
Yeah,
I'm only going out with my wife.
Yeah,
how wise is it to have all my social needs fulfilled by John Butts?
Well, that's a wise decision right there. I fulfill so many needs. talking in the tub.
Bright beige.
Phone, bright beige. I think it is interesting to think about when we consume, more specifically maybe podcasts, and is that limiting our opportunity to have real interaction, like you're saying? Like if we're always outside listening to a podcast, walking around, does that limit you from more organic interaction? Right. Or even if you listen to a podcast at work, are you limiting opportunities to, again, we're all going to do those things. Of course, we're going to go for a walk and listen to a podcast, right? There's, fewer things that are as enjoyable as that. But if that's always our go-to, we might be limiting possibilities for connection in a more organic, holistic and also back and forth way, because the podcast, there's no, listening to it, there's no back and forth.
Yeah. And there's kind of no vulnerability.
None.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's a really good point. Like being conscious, it almost aligns with that thing I've been talking about the past couple weeks. Like, do I like some of the things I like? Like, I do love listening to podcasts, but it's like, if I do that for hours on end, sometimes maybe I would feel underfulfilled, not unfulfilled, but like underfulfilled. So almost like, okay, maybe I do the hard thing of like being more vulnerable instead of listening. Actually, I'm doing this week. Instead of listening to a podcast about therapy and like other practitioners and what they do, I am Sunday going to a networking event by myself. So I think I feel nervous about it for sure. I'm trying to like go to more of these. So
I like it.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, would it be more enjoyable for me to spend like 2 hours vacuuming and listening to a podcast, or even like strolling if it's nice out? Of course, that would be more like pleasant and easy. But maybe I'll like make a friend or like get some referrals, or
you're gonna be glad you went.
I think I'm gonna be glad.
I don't even need to know what happens. You're gonna be glad you went.
Totally. So I think it's like being aware of like not using it to replace other forms of connecting.
Or even my commute's pretty short, and in that time, could I reach out and make a phone call to somebody, instead of just immediately, my phone automatically, like our phones do, will just hook up and pick up right where I left off on whatever I was listening to.
Yeah.
And I don't even think about it. And then I'm driving and I'm back in the episode that I'm listening to. So I think I could be more mindful. Maybe it's not always wise to just, that's my default, to maybe think about, maybe is there somebody I could like call in this next 15 minutes or say hello to, and that could be a different type of connection.
Yeah.
That who knows what that would give me. So I think being more intentional for me about it, again, I think it is useful to times we need that, where we don't have to put a lot of energy in and just kind of feel like we're there. But
I love that. That's genius. Like pushing yourself, like maybe even it's like, can I engage socially before I hit play on the podcast?
Right.
Call one person. If they're available. I love that. There's like a celebrity trainer. Now, this is a little more like
a physical
diet
like
culture or whatever. Yeah.
Trainer.
His name's Harley Pasternak. He's like trained a bunch of like celebrities. I forget who he like trains now, but I heard him on a podcast, and he's very like, if you get home from work, put your shoes on, your running shoes on or whatever, start walking and call a friend and have social connection. Like you don't have to like go in a dark room and do a spin class. Like, get movement in also with like a sense of connection. And I'm like, I really love that. There was a period where I was doing that after I heard him say that, but I love that. Like on a ride, it's like, try one thing that's more vulnerable socially. And then if no one picks up, pop on the podcast,
Right.
There's going to be plenty of times that happens. But I love that. I think that's really wise. Yeah. Okay. So it's wise if you do it with awareness.
Intentionality.
Yeah. And you don't only have parasocial relationships. You also have social relationships.
Or have a listening party.
Yeah. Totally.
Like listen to a podcast with other people. Take the earbuds out and
listen
share
together.
it. Yeah, listen with people.
Totally. Josh and I do that with our pod when we're checking
it's a party.
our mistakes.
It's a party.
Yeah, it's a party. It's a listening
It's a pod party.
Totally. Or you could even like tell a friend about a podcast and then like debrief about the app, make a social connection out of it.
That's true.
Like people did for me with like some of those manifestation pods.
Manifestation. Great.
Yeah.
Great manifestation.
Great job.
I'm really hot right now. Are you hot?
It's hot in here.
Okay.
It is quite hot. It's probably like 76
I feel like
degrees.
I'm like sweating.
And you have a
through-
sweatshirt on.
Yeah.
Well, that's maybe a perfect
That's the
cue
time right
to
there.
close it out.
I can put more deodorant on.
Okay. Well, where can people find you, John?
Butts.jonathan. So butz.jonathan@gmail.com. What about you?
Okay, amazing. You can find me at kkpsychotherapy.com. If you want to work with me, you want to talk about the pod, give suggestions, anything, reach me there. And Josh Starr.
You can find me at joshbayerfilms.com, Bayer, as in the aspirin. Joshstar.com will be coming soon. And that'll be my vehicle for parasocial fun.
A platform of parasocial fun. I love it. Okay, thanks everyone. We'll catch you next
Thank ya.
week.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you, Blanket Forts.
Thank you, Blanket Forts. The Wise Mind Happy Hour podcast is for entertainment purposes only, not to be treated as medical advice. If you are struggling with your mental health, please seek medical attention or counseling.